Oh, God, help us!
We're fighting our own brothers, our own friends, our own probably colleagues that in fact we were trained together. Now, I accept them as my people. I don't call them enemies. They're not my enemies. That's why in fact we don't use the word enemy. We use the word only rebels against Ojukwu and his clique and those in famine that fight for him, but not against all the Igbos.
Part of West Africa lies Nigeria, a nation rich in culture and diversity. In 1967, Nigeria was torn apart by a brutal civil war. A war that lasted 3 years, claimed more than 3 million lives, and left scars that still remain today. It wasn't only bullets that killed, it was hunger, fear, and betrayal. This is the untold story of the Biafra War. Nigeria gained independence from Britain in 1960. With over 250 ethnic groups, it was called the Giant of Africa. But unity was fragile. The three major groups, the Hausa Fulani in the north, the Yoruba in the west, and the Igbo in the east, often clashed over politics and power. In January 1966, young Nigerian soldiers staged a coup. Most of the coup leaders were Igbo. The prime minister and many northern leaders were killed. Though the coup was stopped, suspicion grew. In July 1966, northern officers struck back with a counter-coup, and thousands of Igbos living in the north were massacred. Trains and lorries carried corpses back to the east. The message was clear: the Igbo were no longer safe in Nigeria. So in May 1967, the military governor of the eastern region, Colonel Chukwuemeka Odumgwu, declared independence. A new nation was born, the Republic of Biafra. Its flag carried a rising sun, a symbol of hope. But in Lagos, General Yakubu Gowon, head of state, rejected secession.
It will be a great disservice for anyone to continue to use the word Biafra to refer to any part of the East Central state of Nigeria.
For him, Nigeria must remain one. Within weeks, the country was at war. For 3 years, Biafra fought for its independence from Nigeria. But in 1969, as the Nigerian army closed in, hunger became the deadliest weapon. Images of starving children shocked the world and inspired modern humanitarian aid efforts like Doctors Without Borders. By 1970, more than 3 million people had died of starvation. It was one of the worst humanitarian crises in African history. On January 15, 1970, Ojukwu fled into exile in Ivory Coast. His deputy surrendered to Nigeria. By January 1970, Biafra surrendered. General Gowon declared, "No victor, no vanquished." The war was over, but the pain remained. The Biafran War changed Nigeria forever. It deepened mistrust between regions. It reshaped politics, and it still echoes today in debates about secession, marginalization, and unity. More than 50 years later, the wounds of Biafra are still not fully healed. The war ended, but the scars remain. It wasn't just a military conflict. It was a story of identity, survival, and the struggle for self-determination. Today, the memory of Biafra still echoes in Nigeria and across the world, a reminder of the costs of division and the enduring hope for unity and peace. Nigeria is a land blessed with diversity in culture, language, and most importantly, in the people. And that diversity is not a weakness, but a source of power if we choose to embrace it. Remaining as one nation allows us to stand stronger in the world, to build together, and to ensure that the sacrifices of our past were not in vain. The true way to honor the memory of those who suffered is to strive for peace, justice, and unity, so that Nigeria's tomorrow can be brighter than her yesterday. As one nation, we will continue to strive towards a brighter future. A future where the diversity that makes us strong is celebrated, and where the sacrifices of our past are honored. This was the story of the Biafra War, a story of courage, of tragedy, and of survival. If you believe more Nigerians and Africans should know their history, share this video, subscribe, and join us as we uncover more untold stories.